Welcome back to Over the Line Podcast, episode 26. I'm your host, Brad. Here with me today are the classic co-hosts, John Walsh and Kyle Brunet. Boys, how we doing?
What's good? I won't go on a long tangent here. I'll just say I'm doing well. And,
That's it.
it's 26, so they're annoyed of me yet by now. So how are you doing, Kyle?
They're annoyed of me yet.
Yeah, you can't even speak.
Hey man, I'm good. I'll never be annoyed of you with those intros, all right? So,
Never. Even when he tried to make it subtle so he didn't say anything he didn't want to, he still fucked it up.
He's so worried that this is gonna go like past 10 o'clock when the Leafs are playing. He's I'm not even gonna talk. I'm doing well. Let's go to the next guy.
No chance. I fucking passed the first fucking period.
Of what?
Yeah, you gassed, but
I
guessed today. That's it. Yeah, I'm dying.
You were calling that yesterday. You're like, no, I'm not even gonna make it to the game, and this was yesterday. I'm like, fuck, this guy just knows he's gonna be dead tired tomorrow as well.
Yeah, that's how it is, bro.
Tough times, man.
Yeah, life's rough, man. What can you do when you live in a shoe?
Oh, here we go.
That's it. Big shout out to everybody who was watching last night on Twitch. Or no, for you it'd be 2 nights ago because today would be Friday. 2 nights ago on Twitch, we ended up giving away two pieces of merch. 2 winners. Congratulations to the winners. Lynn, Mama Bear, and JJ Baby Maker, Big James again with the win. We still have to wait for his request, exactly what he wants to get in on. Hopefully it's something custom. That'd be great. And so without further ado, we're going to jump right into to NBA. Here with us is our NBA guy, Victor Brunet. Victor.
What's up, boys?
Let's go.
Our expert here.
That's it. Welcome back.
I know you guys set the bar really high with that expert term.
That's what we like to do. That's our strategy. Every time we have anybody on, we just call them the expert right at the beginning.
Yeah, it just puts so much pressure.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, I'm mediocre at the NBA, but
I think you're better than Kyle. I think I have to give you number 2.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, give it to him.
No chance.
Good to be back though.
That's it.
To be
Love
back. It's like you never left. Back to back Eppies. That doesn't happen often.
I know. Geez.
No.
Has it ever happened?
No, we didn't get Glenny twice.
No, we had Danny twice, but never.
Danny, never back to back.
Damn, if you're on next week, you'll be the first 3-timer. There you go.
Holy shit.
I fucking love it.
It's wild.
Triple crown over here. Fuck.
There you go.
Yeah, something that really interests me in the NBA lately, the Bradley Beal situation. That guy going off and the whole situation in Washington. What do you boys think?
It's insane. Like, he's literally like pulling out like insane numbers, and then they lost 4 out of 5 or even more. So I don't even want to know.
It's 3-11 right now.
Yeah,
they're doing awful, and he's the leading scorer in the league with 35 points a game. So he's the highest scorer, and they're the worst team. I don't think that's ever happened before.
And they have then they have another guy, Russell Westbrook, who's elite. Like something should be happening good over there.
Yeah, former MVP Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double 2 seasons in a row. But if I thought back about it, and he's never been on a really good winning team. They never win. Yeah. I think the best was when he was in OKC and they made it to the finals there. But that's when they had him, KD, and Harden, they were all really young. So, when he was on Houston, they never really got far. It's his style of play is really chaotic,
He's like I don't know, I find he's like a street baller. He'll just do anything to get that win there. He obviously loves to win, Westbrook, but then again, it's I think
that's his secondary passion, winning. I think scoring is his first passion.
Maybe,
yeah. Yeah, that's a loser. That's a loser mentality.
But I'm looking at the Wizards, and I'm looking at Bradley Beal as the guy, not Russ as the guy. That's the thing for some reason. I know John Wall. Yeah, I know John Wall was the guy with Bradley Beal. That was a good one too. But now I'm looking at Bradley Beal as a guy, and he's finally realizing that he can't do it on his own now. You know what I mean?
Nah, he's been looking rough on the bench the last couple of days. He wouldn't even talk to his teammates. He was talking to himself. He's looking pretty bad.
I think he needs to be on the court in the dying seconds, right? no matter
Yeah,
what.
but they're not even
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't even close. He's just resting because there's no chance.
Yeah,
He's like, I just put up 50, bro. I'm drained. Give me the last 2 minutes off. We're not gonna make 20 points here.
yeah. Like I was saying last time, like Washington's one of the few teams that had a ton of games postponed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that plays into their record. That like they don't have the chemistry yet, but still, like for him to put up 40 plus games, and the last 10 that he has done that, they've lost. I mean, there's a bigger issue there, you know.
That's so rough to think about.
Poor guy, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people thought like Westbrook would be like a huge help there, but based on his style, like you guys mentioned, he's kind of just all over the place. He doesn't really fit into like a system. Like it was good in OKC. Like OKC, they built the system around him because they were used to him being there. He wasn't on the Rockets long enough for them to kind of develop and change their system around his style of play. Didn't work out. Now he's in Washington, obviously brand new. They also haven't adapted to that style of play, and I don't think that's going to transition well at all.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to know their role in the team. It's been that way since the beginning of basketball. It's a team sport.
Yeah.
You can't properly take on a role. How are you supposed to win a championship?
A lot of egos in that league, man.
Yeah, but you just have to have, like the way that I see it is you just have to have the biggest ego on the top. That's your go-to guy, and then just system everybody else. And that's it.
Yeah. But with how the NBA is and how teams are looking and being built and free agencies and these trades and shit, like you don't have that one ego on top. You have two, a lot of instances, three. Like that's how the NBA is built, you know, and like you're starting 5 guys. So to have 40 to 60% of your team, like as the guys, like it's just not, I don't think that'll ever work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like, not every team can have LeBron. So
yeah, there's talks of Beal maybe getting traded. That would be interesting. I think he would be an amazing fit on the Clippers. That would take them up, like
that would take your
next
pick.
level.
He's just trying to back himself up from last. Yeah, that's why the Clippers got it all. He's just trying to add to that, dude.
This is what the people
are
saying.
The Warriors, man. I think
trying to hype up the stock.
Yeah, but you're looking at who goes back to Washington if he goes to the Clippers. You know what I mean? Do you really want to mess up their chemistry now? Do you really want to give up a key piece like we give up?
Well, whoever they give up, it's not going to be worthy of, like, it's not going to be a Beal, right? So they can give up whatever they want as long as it's not Kawhi or PG. It's just going to be drafts and like a couple, maybe one like key guy that can kind of fit into the system that they're trying to do over in Washington. And sometimes that's enough, especially where Washington is right now. I mean, they're not doing anything anytime soon.
The way that Beal's looking, like, would you trade like Westbrook first?
The thing is, I don't think there's a demand for Westbrook right now for teams that are trying to make a push.
Yeah, his stock's down right now.
Yeah, I think it's a bit rough.
Like, how long was he in Houston? 1 year?
I think Westbrook,
I think 2 years, 2 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love like Beal. I think he would fit into the Warriors pretty nicely. Like his style, I think he's
a shooter.
Kinda, yeah, Golden State, especially with Clay, you know, not being around. Obviously, there's only so much Steph can do. Obviously, they got some other good guys, but like you put him on the Warriors and they might look good. And they got some decent draft picks. They had a pretty bad season, not like the Clippers, you know, so they have better picks.
Yeah, and the rookie's really stepping up these days.
Wiseman's a beast.
I think he's beating LaMelo right now. If you ask me, for rookie of the year. Yeah.
LaMelo's coming off the bench though. Like,
exactly.
I don't know why. I know they don't want to rush him or anything like that, but I think he's ready to, you know, start.
But who's starting right now instead of Melo?
Rozier? No.
Yeah, Rozier's in there. Gordon Hayward in the backcourt.
Okay.
I mean, well, how much they paying Rozier? So I guess they can't, you know, have him on the bench to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and their coach said like LaMelo was turning the ball over too much.
Yeah, that's it. Baby steps, I guess.
Yeah. Like he could finish the year off being a starter. I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah, until his dad gets involved, and we'll see.
He already has. He's been talking.
Yeah. No kidding.
He's fucking lunatic, that guy.
You gotta give him the credit, though, man. All 3 of his sons are in the NBA or the G League, so
and everybody knows who they are. We all know who they are, and it was the first time I heard about that whole thing. It was with that dad. Something he was saying, something he was doing. Then I started to learn all the kids, and I was like, oh shit, okay, he upped their stock for sure.
Yeah, he did a good job. Yeah. He did.
Can't discredit him there, that's for sure. Still annoying as fuck, but
yeah, he's a maniac.
I know we wanted to get into the Sixers first, but I wanted to, because we're in the trade talk kind of thing. I saw that they're the Cavs are looking to buy out Drummond so he could go to the Nets. That would just be wild.
That would be huge for Brooklyn.
Solidifies their championship, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely they all stay healthy. Defensive end, yeah.
And that's where they're lacking right now, defensively. Yeah. Like they're letting in 140, 130s.
They're like the Chiefs of the NBA. The only way to beat them is to outscore them, and it's so hard to do that they're able to give up a shit ton of points. So it's kind of crazy.
Nah, that would be crazy, but only time can tell, I guess.
But yeah, Cleveland doesn't need that many big men right now.
No,
I heard they're trying to move Kevin Love too. No,
they were thinking of him to Brooklyn as well.
Holy,
like Kyrie already played with Love, so they might have some chemistry already
together.
True, yeah, they're champions.
Yeah, but that's like 4 All-Stars you're looking at on one team, and like 2 former MVPs. It's like insane the amount of talent.
That's true. If you fucking
scoring champions,
yeah.
Even then, you might not.
Yeah.
He's a mutant, LeBron. So
that duo of him and AD is just disgusting, man. Like they're so consistent and just so good, and they understand what they're supposed to do. They're role guys.
They're on a mission.
Kind of crazy to think.
They have a mission.
Yeah.
And they're going.
Especially AD. He's like, I need to get my championships now before LeBron's gone. He's like, this is my time. Then I do whatever the fuck I want. I got 3 years, a 3-year window. They got 1, and now they're just pushing. He's like, give me 1, 2 more. He's like, straight to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
AD is a beast.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's it. But yeah, there's also a good team right now. The Sixers. The Sixers are top. What are they top in the East?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
First in the East, and Embiid's playing amazing. Simmons is like, he knows his weaknesses, and he's just like doing everything else. He's getting a triple-double a couple games now. And then Tobias Harris, he's doing really good. Yeah. I think having Doc Rivers as their coach, he's changed the
mentality
culture over there.
Yeah.
That's what
the
they
coach
needed.
could do that.
They had so many key guys in like the right spots, and they just never could. They were always there. They always made the playoffs, because I mean, with that kind of skill, you're not going to make the playoffs, I guess, or you're gonna make it. But once you get there, you're like, holy fuck, we don't fit in type thing. Exactly, and that's kind of what's been happening. And so that coaching change up top is massive for them.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest change right now. And then now it's all the players knowing their role. Like they should have been going to Embiid every play.
Yeah. That's it, because he's a man, I guess. Simmons is good and all, but I think Embiid is the man you go to, you rely on. So, but can they win? I don't know.
I think Doc Rivers can be that X factor. I think, Brooklyn is still the favorite in the East.
Yeah,
just given all the talent that they have. But
going to talk head coaches,
give them a run for their money.
Doc Rivers he's got the extra points there, right? If you want to talk about like the East, like. Look what he's doing already for them, and then you look at Brooklyn, like all those egos on that team, new faces playing together for the first time, and you have a rookie head coach. So that could also deal with. He was a great player and everything, but that doesn't always transition into being a great coach. So especially when your guys are probably have bigger egos than you do, and
they're more experienced than you.
More vocal than you. They've already accomplished more than you may have in your career. Like they might not respect you as much. And like, even though they don't say it, like that's just like an attitude type thing that could be a problem. I haven't really heard anything coming out really that Nash has been an issue there, or they don't respect him. But if the organization's trying to stay tight about it, you're not going to hear about it until they lose.
Before the season started, Kyrie, he made a comment. He was like, we're not going to have a coach. Like,
we're
just going to kind of do our thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
It's like we're all
you're
just
already
gonna
writing
show
them
up.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
But
So-
you sense a bit of a change there. Like since then, like I think he's almost even backpedaled a little bit on that comment too. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he did.
management told him. Yeah. The fuck are you saying?
Yeah,
To win
no,
championships, you need a coach. Like it's as simple as that, right?
Just this conversation, the way that I'm thinking about the NBA now, because we're always talking about all these egos and all these people, it could come down and all the skill in the league. It could come down to good coaches versus bad coaches. Like it's crazy.
it's
to
essentially
think.
what it's
good
going to be.
coaching and
Yeah.
like knowing your role, like
Yeah, and
just buying into that team game.
yeah,
yeah.
So
Like,
crazy.
look at Nick Nurse, for example. He's a good coach. Like he won Coach of the Year. He has a ring, so that played a big factor into the
Big time,
championship. So
The biggest part is having that respect and the trust from your players, like you and like that relationship. Like Nick Nurse, you can tell everyone on the Raptors loved playing for him. You know, they had that relationship off the court too. Same thing for Steve Kerr. Like he's always a funny guy. He's good for the media and everything, but you can tell he's super genuine with his players. And you know, if you fuck up, he's telling you. If you're doing good, he's telling you even more. So like, I think that's something like players want to play for someone like that. Just like any, I guess, workspace. You know, you want a boss that, you know, if you like your boss, you're gonna do more and whatnot. So
yeah. They say that 70% of people work for their supervisor. That they stay at a job because of their supervisor rather than the whole company, rather than all that. You know, the person that you got to talk to every single day and the person that's in charge of you. You know, if you have a good relationship with them, it goes a long way.
not gonna lie, that's why I stayed at Best Buy for 8 years. Had a good management. So
that's exactly it.
Was it Kyle?
yeah.
I wish.
We were both two doofuses fucking working.
Yeah.
Back, so.
You were?
Good-
Or you are?
Good times.
Which one?
We are, but we were working at Best Buy.
Yeah.
The only past tense is that we were working at Best Buy. Everything else is still the same.
So the All-Star voting starts today.
yeah,
And
Madness.
how does that work in the NBA? Kind of same way as the NHL?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't seen what happens in the NHL over the last little while, but if it's the same as like a few years back, then yeah, the top the starters get voted in, and then coaches and other people vote in the reserves.
Okay, so like but we vote, like the people vote.
It's all
For the
social media.
starters,
Yeah, for the starters.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
NHL's not like that anymore ever since John Scott. So it's all
there you go.
internal. Yeah.
Fucking
okay, yeah, the
cowards.
players. Well, why not? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Cowards.
Yeah, even who was it? Alex Caruso almost made it last year, just because
Yeah.
people were hyping him up, and there was another guy.
Him with the headband. I just saw that picture everywhere.
Yeah.
It
Who's the other guy? I know there was another guy that
was
they
a
almost
Euro
got.
player, I think. It was a European.
Boban, the ugly
Boban.
dude.
Yeah,
Boban.
Boban.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of
you
that-
rang. Yeah, I love that fucking guy, dude. He's the best.
Bro, look up his wife. She's a 10 on 10.
Here we go. Every time.
Bro, how do we know? Bro, any athlete, bro, look at his wife. Look
Bro,
at his
she's like 5'11 now. Not, I mean, like 5'2. And then he's
Okay.
like, what, 7'6?
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's legit like 8 feet.
Yeah.
It's insane. But he's probably one of the best personalities in the NBA. Like
yeah.
there's so many
Nobody
of them, but
doesn't
he's
like him.
the best. And like so casual, and he's not trying to be that guy. He's just so natural, and everyone fucking loves him for it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love
You
that.
could
guy.
literally be shit and have that personality on your team. You'll stay on the team because of that
Good, yeah.
personality.
Yeah, he's a player's player, man, and that's what you got to do. Like,
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious.
All right.
But I seen someone, because like it's all on retweets and stuff for like how to get into it. So someone, it was I forget who it was. Maybe like I'm guessing it was a Grizzlies fan. They put like one name, like they put a list like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, blah blah blah, and like you retweet it, they all get votes. They're all in the same tweet. But they shifted one letter from each name to make it wrong, so it wouldn't count towards voting. And the only one right was like John Morant or something. So people are retweeting
shit.
for like LeBron
Clever.
and shit, but all the names are spelled different except for one. So only that one guy is actually getting the votes, and he's just setting the trap
Amazing.
for everybody.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
brilliant. That's so good.
All right, before we close out the segment, we want to talk about the man Shaq. How's he
I
doing?
didn't hear about this.
Do you love him? Do you love him or do you hate him?
He's been annoying, man. He's pissing a lot of players off. That's for sure.
Yeah, him and Charles Barkley always doing like the shows in the halftime and the after games. Like, I think the huge argument would be, does he add value to the sport or not? or is he becoming Don Cherry? Like I think that's the thing.
The thing for me is I think so a guy like everyone knows who he is. He's another fucking crazy personality. A lot of people like him. He's funny. He brings a lot of laughs to. I mean the what is it, NBA on TNT or whatever fucking thing.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. I think they have a great cast there, and it's
amazing.
fucking hilarious the shit they do. And I think he needs to stick with that. Like I don't know, all of a sudden I don't know if it's just him or if people are in his ear, like the producers and shit, like, all right, we need something more, we need some sound bites and shit like that aren't just comedy. So now he's like calling out guys, but I'm like, you're like, let Barkley be that guy. Players already don't like him. Why are you making Shaq do this? This guy's like one of the most lovable guys for the NBA. Everyone, loved him. All centers wanted to be him, everything like that. Let Barkley do that shit. But like, I don't know. I think he's taken away from himself, and he's obviously pissing off players. And I don't like what he's doing. I prefer him when he's doing the other role. So I think it takes away.
Because
he's getting a little bitter right now. It sounds like it's more of a guards league, and I think he's all about you got to be a big man and you got to dominate, and there's not many doing that. And now he called out Dwight Howard, he called out JaVale McGee, he's called out Rudy Gobert this season,
Big time.
and like everybody else is like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like nobody knows. And then the last thing with Donovan Mitchell, he was just like, all right, sure. They don't even want to acknowledge him anymore.
Yeah.
What do you do in that position though? Like you're live on TV and you just finish a game, and then your first interview is Shaq is like, yeah, I said you were shit earlier on the show. He's like, what do you think about that? Like he's literally, that's exactly the questions and stuff he's having with these players live after they just busted their ass and fucking played a great game, or won a game, like they won fucking 10 in a row, whatever it is. Like,
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I said you were shit, and you're not that good. You probably won't get better. And like he's just saying this kind of stuff to players, and people are like, okay, like,
bro, tell me that before the game so I could score a fucking triple double and shut him up. But
yeah, but I guess they're just trying to get him to. It sounds like he's more of a media person now. He's just trying to get the buzz responses, get people to make memes out of people. Like it was just horrible.
Dude's also
Seems like it.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
He's also going through a lot. Like he lost his sister, he lost Kobe in the same year. Like it could be all mentally too. Like he could just be like fucked up in the head right now.
Yeah, he might have been spending too many days, reliving the glory days, thinking about back then, and now he's fucking pissed at the world because he's not an NBA player anymore. But he had his good time. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why you have to be bitter or anything like that. He did it. You know what I mean?
He's one of the best. One of the best.
It's solidified Hall of Fame. Like he's gonna go down as one of the greatest centers, greatest Lakers. But I think not enough people bring him up
in the
when they talk about like the greats. So like maybe he doesn't love that.
but I guess it's different for everybody, right? I'd be happy to be just rich and have gone through all that, but at the same time, I never lived that life, so I guess it's a lot different for everybody.
Because you think about
that kind of money, it's not the money anymore; it's the legacy. So
yeah. But you think like Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, all these guys, they're always like, Kobe's my idol. Like he's the reason that I played. DeMar, same thing. I don't hear anybody ever saying Shaq's the reason I got into basketball.
Yeah.
No, because he couldn't hit it. He couldn't hit a shot. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't his game. It's so different now, the league. Like you said, it's just a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's a guard.
So not that many
not going to get you inspired
trying to make the NBA either. So who you looking up to?
You're not going to be in the gym being like, I want to be Shaq.
To shadow them. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Like it's not going to happen. For me, when I see Shaq, I just see a loophole in the game. Like a big fucking guy who's just bigger than everybody, just stepped over everybody. Like,
yeah, he's a creative player kind of guy.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you just throw the hole. You just keep on throwing it down low. Like,
him and Yao Ming. Put Yao Ming 7'9", whatever the fuck he was. Just like tips it in. I'm like, oh, he's fake.
Look what we were saying about the Greek Freak last week. Is that we were saying that people were leaving open for threes. People, you know what I mean? Like. So it's a different game for sure.
Pure athleticism. That's all it is.
It's a whole different game.
Yeah,
I'm with it,
man. It's gonna be a good season though. At the end of the day, I want to see some trades.
Yeah, I'm always.
Playoffs should be really good.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that.
No Raptors this year in the playoffs. Sorry, John.
It's early.
Oh, good.
It's early.
Yeah, they're making shit, dude. No chance. It's not that early.
I'll root for Dallas. I'll take Dallas in my wing here.
Yeah, they got a better chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a big Luka fan, so.
You should get put the jersey on for our next NBA.
I'm
segment,
stupid for not putting on the jersey
Pissed.
when we had it last time.
Are we ordering? I want to get an NBA jersey.
Yeah, I want to get LaMelo, but it's just stupid expensive sometimes.
They got some really cool City Edition jerseys this year.
Oh god,
That's it. That's the one they have available. The teal one for Charlotte. Oh my god, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, Dallas has the white and gold, I think.
Yeah, well, it's pretty nice too.
Yeah,
I love the Miami Vice.
Miami.
Yeah, it's really dope. I really like that one. There's so many good jerseys out there, man. Basketball, like the retro, like Grizzlies jersey, the purple Raptors jersey with the fucking dinosaur on it. Like, fuck,
Too
man.
good.
It's so good.
Too good.
Absolutely.
All right, well, wrap up the segment. Vic, thanks so much for coming on. We expect you next week.
Yeah.
Have a great week.
Thanks,
see you guys
our
soon,
expert. Ciao, man.
Yeah. Ciao.
Ciao, man. Take care.
What a stud. What a stud the guy is, Victor, coming on
Runs
here.
in the family, eh?
Oh, jeez. Comes on here. He talks NBA so smoothly. Thank God, because I really don't want to be the one to do it. If Kyle would have stopped watching the Habs game, maybe he could have joined the conversation. But good thing
Puck was more active than you. Get out of here.
Good thing Puck was really into it. That really helped us.
I kind of like talking NBA. It's
I love the NBA, dude.
I just love I mean, I'm not too big on baseball. Like, I won't get into baseball. Like, I wouldn't have the knowledge in MLB, but I love talking NFL, hockey, and whatever the other sport is. NBA here. I'm having a stroke, anyways.
Yeah.
It's called.
No, but it's good to have him because I feel like you have a lot of deep knowledge about NBA news and you don't really bring it up on the pod. So I think it's really nice to have him there.
Yeah, I know, like how hot, like
Boban's wife is. Yeah.
Oh, he froze.
Like, you name it, bro. I have it.
Oh, there you go. He's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
He's back. He didn't even know. He's like,
all right. Let's talk about the only thing that really matters. UFC, Conor McGregor. Now, my first comment about it is that I cannot believe how awkward he looked when he got KO'd. We never seen it before. It was like a newborn baby coming out of the snatch.
But you know what it was? Like, he got hit in the nose, and when you get hit in the nose, you lose your vision. It's all tears. And like with his leg being fucking basically broken, like he had to fall. That awkward.
That was a give up. He took when he fell, he pulled his leg. Like, he lifted that leg and he said, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, I think he said to himself, he won. Like, he got me. And there was a huge, at first when I was in a conversation, because I remember I jumped on a phone call with somebody else. We started talking about UFC and everything. I was talking about how you check legs, like how you check a leg kick. You lift it off the ground, and he wasn't really doing that. But the thing was that he was doing it. It's just that he wasn't turning. Usually you don't have to turn, because usually it would be like higher leg kicks. You would be going like right below the knee kind of thing. So you would lift your leg and it would kind of just like absorb you kind of just snap your leg. But what he was doing is that he was hitting right in the back of the calf. So his foot was wrapping around his calf at the same time. So what was happening was he was hitting a lot of muscle. So even when Conor was checking it, it wasn't hitting him in the shin. And usually that's how you check. Like, a guy goes for a big leg kick, you put him on your shin. He's gonna think twice the next time, because he's gonna be like, I might break my fucking foot the next time I do this and lose the fight. So without that being a factor, and he was able to still successfully kick an elite martial artist while he was checking them, like, that just, for me, Dustin Poirier just goes 3 slots up even more after that fight, because that's like technical beyond belief.
He even said, he's like, I was, obviously watching tape of how he stands and everything. And, like he obviously like fucking did his homework and everything. And it's crazy to think, like a lot of people, don't think those little leg kicks would probably cry my eyes out, but they don't do damage, but they this could be a big part of it. Look at whatever his fucking face is.
Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
So he did that. So Conor McGregor did that to Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he did that. Okay, yeah, he did that to Nate Diaz.
But he didn't do it in that style, because like that guy, what he does is he has he's left-handed. Like, he fights southpaw.
Diaz.
So so does McGregor. So he's very heavy on his on his right foot. Okay, so it's his right foot that leads forward. So for a normal fighter, your right leg will be behind your left leg for a normal fighter. So you have that angle to snap a kick right on him. You know what I mean? So that was another advantage that he had that he took advantage of. But like I said, just the fact that he was able to check them and still take damage, like what? For me, that was like, it blew my mind. I was so impressed. And unfortunately, I was obviously going to bet Connor every day, especially when I'm building parlays. Like to. I'm just going to, because, more times than not, he's going to win. And you know what? And there was a headline that I saw that really excited me as well, is that Khabib's manager had been telling upcoming, because Khabib beat Poirier, defused him, whatever. He was telling him upcoming to the fight, like before he was even fighting Dustin Poirier, he just kept on reminding him, hey, by the way, Dustin Poirier, that guy's coming for you. That guy's coming for you. That guy's coming for you. Like, like he they had seen this guy coming from way before, and it was fucking crazy. So like this guy's top. This guy's top. If you're not paying attention to the sport, this guy, you're like, he's gonna lose again, whatever. But he's not that guy. He wasn't that guy, and we all saw.
Yeah. I think the biggest question mark for me, like after that fight, obviously I was pulling for McGregor. I would love to see him come back and win. I always want to see him win. But like, what now? Like, sound like my girlfriend, obviously not a huge UFC fan or anything. She's like, did he lose again? Like, why every time I watch this fight he loses? I'm like, well, the timing's just brutal, I guess. But like, because he hasn't lost that many fights. But
okay, but let's
as of recent, like, so like I guess Khabib and
break
then,
it down.
He stepped into the boxing ring, and Dustin Poirier. I mean, he beat Cowboy, but that was just a give me fight, kind of,
Yeah.
So
what's
next for him?
Well, let's break it down like
Hollywood.
This. Let's break it down like this. He fights Nate Diaz 1, loses. Fights Nate Diaz 2, wins. Then he beats Eddie Alvarez, because he already beat Jose Aldo before that.
That was before,
yeah. So then he beats Eddie Alvarez to have a 2 fucking fight title, whatever. Yeah. Then he moves on. Who does he fight next? Khabib. Loses.
Yep.
Fights Cerrone, wins, which is below Nate Diaz.
100%.
Okay. Comes back, fights Dustin Poirier, and loses.
That's what I'm saying.
What has he done in the last 3 years that is impressive? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, there's a thing in UFC. You have to stay active. Fighters that don't stay active are fighters that are sitting ducks, because they fight a guy who's fight 3 times in the last year, where you're going to lose. He's in the juice. He's not afraid. He's comfortable. He gets hit a couple times, bro. He just got hit 3 months ago like that. It's nothing for.
That's why McGregor was so good, because he was so active. But now, like, he does, like, your training, sparring, everything like that. It's not fighting, man. It's not the same as being in the octagon. Like I said, you guys stay active. And every time he comes for a fight, he's been off for so long before it. Yeah. So I mean, either you fucking get into the mix and you're fighting 3-4 times a year, or, when you get those big fights, you're going to lose, and those big fights aren't coming anymore. So like, who does he have next? Like, what does the UFC like? Eventually he's not going to be pulling those pay-per-views either. Look,
I don't believe that being true. I don't believe that to be true. I think Conor McGregor is going to always pull it because of the fact that he's a showman. This is what my instincts tells me, that the next fight that he has is going to be versus a lower opponent. And he's going to be talking that mad trash. If he doesn't do DS3, me personally, I think he does DS3. Him and Diaz are on the phone. Let's make the money. Let's make the fight. Let's get it square. That's it. He keeps on saying right away, let's run it back, Dustin Poirier. He doesn't want to fight Dustin Poirier again.
No.
Just like he doesn't want to really fight Khabib again, even though he wants to act like he does. He doesn't want to, because you're going to lose. So, but it's tough.
Is there a next match for him, or is he just going, or is this it for him? Because
you got to think, is it Gaethje? Is he gonna fight Gaethje?
There was a executive from WWE said, they're talking about Conor McGregor, and he's like, it's not if he'll come, it's when he'll be here
to the WWE.
Yeah. So does
everybody makes a transition where they do a guest appearance.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was
but like on a contract. Yeah. Like,
no, he's never gonna do a contract. Forget that.
I
don't believe that. He'll never do a
Hollywood.
I think it's too cheesy for him.
Dude, Conor McGregor I think he'll act before he goes into WWE.
Yeah,
he'll go into a movie.
It's very possible, but like, the contract is not, he's going to show up every Monday or every Thursday, whatever SmackDown Raw is. It's more he'll show up at WrestleMania. He'll show up like they did that with Cain Velasquez too recently.
Look, if they pay the money, he'll be there. That's dude. If they pay anybody, they'll be there. But to tell me that he's gonna switch his focus from UFC, but right now the thing that's wrong with Conor McGregor, like we were saying, that he's playing like a boxer.
Yeah,
waiting for the right fight. The UFC, you can't do that. So he's gonna have to fight, and that's it. And like I said, Gaethje, that's the guy. He hasn't fought Gaethje yet, so
I think Gaethje could fight
because they're gonna box, man.
Yeah, and that's it. Gaethje doesn't want to be on the ground, and so
Conor doesn't.
Yeah, so I can see that fight.
I'll love watching that. Then
he's not gonna fight Charles Oliveira. That's never gonna happen. That's done. So who do you have? You don't have many people. So he doesn't want to fight the sixth best. He doesn't want to fight that. No one wants to see him fight that. Just like when he fought Cerrone. Nobody really cared about that win. You know what I mean? We all pay-per-viewed because he was gone for 2 years. You could have put a cat in the ring with him. We would all watched it, but
legit, dude.
Peanut butter.
I think what's crazy is like there wasn't even pre-fight hype for this fight. It was just so casual. It's like, at least if he was hyping it up, you're like, okay, this guy still has that fire in him. It doesn't look like he does, dude. The only fucking fire sensation he had is the fucking hot sauce that fucking Poirier gave him. Like that's like what else? Like this guy just looks like so passive. Like, and that's not McGregor. That's not selling pay-per-view. So if he goes and does another fight and he's kind of passive again, he's not talking shit, he gets another L. There's no way he's pulling those pay-per-views anymore. People are not paying money to see this guy go in and lose in the first couple of rounds. Like eventually the McGregor effect is going to go down unless he brings it back up. He's talking shit. He's fucking, he's being him, which got him to where it was. Why drop it now when you're trying to make it quote unquote come back to the UFC? Not that like people ever forgot about him.
Khabib killed him. Khabib ruined his ego. He wants to be Khabib. He wants to be that guy who comes in. I respect everybody, but I break everybody. He wanted to be that guy. He wanted to be Khabib. He wanted to be Khabib.
The problem.
But the thing is, it's not UFC is not boxing. You're not gonna go 50-0 unless you're Khabib because he ground games everybody. You're not gonna be a stand-up boxer in the UFC and be undefeated. It's just not gonna happen, and you just can't try and build that legacy. You're gonna take L's. And I think that too. We just saw an L. We just saw a better fighter beat, like a better prepared fighter, better active fighter beat, an all-star. So a superstar. So
and the best part about this, well, to be honest, the best fight about the on this card was the co-main, Michael Chandler.
Oh, bro, that was awesome.
I finally called one right, eh? I told everybody, if you're upset, if you're making a parlay, the one favorite, like the one underdog you want to pick, it's Chandler because he's gonna clean Hooker, and he cleaned him, bro. He cleaned him.
No, I think he fucked his wife after.
Did you hear him say who is was it high school or college, something like that? His wrestling team. It was Tyron Woodley, Michael Chandler,
all St. Louis boys,
Ben Askren,
and Ben
Askren, and they were like fucking undefeated, bro. They were crazy. Ben Askren was like a 40-0. Ben Askren was the best wrestler,
dude, in
that team. That's why there was so much hype around him because he's a legit wrestler. But wrestling is so different than UFC. But UFC is the only combat organization, like MMA is the only combat organization that allow wrestlers to move on. You can't go box. You can't go kick box. It's only MMA that you're going to be able to come in and take that skill and maybe heighten your other skills. But what I do believe truly is that it's really hard to become a good wrestler, but you can become a good boxer. So I do believe that Askren could have something in a future in the UFC because his striking skills, his hand movement, he can improve that. But wrestling, I feel like when you come from a wrestling background, and then when you don't, if you come from the wrestling background, you're going to have it. But if you don't come from that wrestling background, you're never going to start at you're 23 years old. You're going to become an elite wrestler. I just don't think that's going to happen. So Ben Askren, we're on the topic. Ben Askren's going to box now. I wonder what his boxing skills are.
Was it you that mentioned go look at his boxing skills in the UFC?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I think I could have done better.
It's bad. It's bad.
No, I'm not even kidding. It's really fucking bad.
It's really bad. But you can
So he's a
improve boxing.
world-class wrestler, right?
You can improve boxing and you can improve defense. Those are things. Boxing defense you can improve. Wrestling, finding fucking like arm bars and finding fucking chokeouts. That's years, bro. Years.
But bro, that fucking his punches killed me. I saw like a whole. I'm like I was dying. But no, he's I mean, we're on that topic there.
Yeah.
Jake was he was training with Jorge today.
Yeah, Masvidal. They were training today. Yep.
Yeah. He's like, under 4 seconds.
Who was?
Jake Paul and
Jake
Jorge
Paul.
Masvidal.
Yeah, it's all a stunt though. Jorge Masvidal is huge on social media. He's always posting things. He has training courses. He's all digital.
Jake paid the cameo, bro.
Look, he's Jorge Masvidal. What's his next prospect? This guy was the fucking best in the world 2 days ago. What happened? Usman beat him, and now what's his next fight?
But that's a good question because since that fight, no one's heard it. Everyone's like, "Oh, give them that rematch. He wins it every time."
Remember what he said?
X amount of days notice, but
remember what he said.
No one said anything. But
two things that
he holding out.
Two things that Jorge Masvidal did wrong. When he lost to Usman, he didn't make an excuse. He came in. He said, "You saw the best version of me." That's what he said. Even though he came in on 6 days' notice, that was mistake number one. He should have said 6 days notice. I was eating pizza Tuesday and now I'm fucking in Abu Dhabi fighting. So that was mistake number one. Mistake number two, he was at the face of the whole underpaid contracts in the UFC. He had a huge conference with ESPN where they did a huge interview with Masvidal and he explained how the UFC underpays everybody. You think the UFC is going to help this guy? No. Dana White's not interested.
Blackballed.
Guaranteed. And what does Dana White do? The best. He says, well, he doesn't want to fight. That's something that Dana White says all the time when it's not fucking true because they just want to fight the right fight. And Dana White says, oh, they don't want to fight. Yeah, because he's offering them fucking $40,000 to fight in the octagon on a main card, and
get him against Diaz again. That would be
the thing is that Diaz's next fight is going to be within the next year. Mark my words. It's going to be in the next year, and it's going to be McGregor or Masvidal. Or Poirier, because even Poirier said that he would love to fight him, but they have other plans for Poirier. I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's gotta go for a title now. I think after that,
Poirier is the champion.
A title.
Poirier is the champion right now. Why would he they should have relinquished that belt. That's what pissed me off too. They should have relinquished that belt it's because it's all money, right? They didn't need anything else to hype the fight, but they should have relinquished that belt for the sport. They should have took it from Khabib and said, these are our two best lightweights. Boom, you're fighting for the belt now. They should have. Yeah. Why not? Now they're going to set up another money fight, another title fight. They should have for us, but for them, obviously, they're not going.
I think there's too many question marks around Khabib right now, whether he's going to come back or not. So maybe they don't want to strip him.
There's one person that I could see him fighting, and I could have always seen him fighting, is Charles Oliveira. As soon as he knocked out Ferguson and as soon as he disabled Ferguson, he looked like a pro. And he even said, Khabib said to Dana White came out of their negotiation, and he had said, the only thing that he said was that if Charles Oliveira does something cool, I'm in. So there's hope that he'll come back. But if Khabib's smart, he might be waiting for his mom to die. Yeah. He might be like, ew, I hold my belt. My mom, she's not doing good. Fuck it.
Yeah. I told her she'll never see me fight again. She can't see anymore.
It's wild.
Oh God, we'll see what happens, man. Who's gonna be champion?
Yes, sir.
But champions. Can we talk some Super Bowl, some NFL, real quick?
We fucking could. Who do you guys got?
John's got the Bucks jersey.
Hey, I on right now. It's literally the GOAT. No fucking discussion about it. There's no other better quarterback ever.
No better player.
No better player. There's no better fucking the GOAT. It's just. No, it's crazy. 10th Super Bowl for the guy.
Best of the best, dude. I know we spoke about it a little bit, just like offline, whatever. But I'm convinced. Fuck, did Brady choose Tampa? Not just because of the nice weather, but because he's like, no team's ever played in the Super Bowl in their home arena, and he's like, you know what? That'd look really good on my resume. Where's the Super Bowl? Tampa. Let's fucking go.
No, he went to Tampa
fucking gets there.
First of all, Tampa's beautiful. He's got his family, bro. I'll tell you one thing. he obviously wants to win, and he obviously wants to. So he picked a team, good location, and a good prospect team. You know what I mean? They look.
They were able to make some moves,
and they were able to
too.
make.
Like they brought in AB, they brought in Leonard Fournette, they brought in Gronk. Like
Tommy,
bro,
it's the Tom Brady effect.
Too.
Tom Brady effect. You hear Tom Brady's coming to your city, you call your GM, you all sit down. How do we get this guy pieces?
Yeah,
you start. And you start.
They already had.
Yeah, and they already had some good pieces. You know what I mean? They're not a good. Yeah. They haven't been a good team, so they have young guys. They have like people who are there in the gym. They had a thing going. You know what I mean? So.
And the thing is, it's like he literally like I'm literally like, when the playoffs started, I'm like, okay, you know, it's gonna be a shortened year for the Bucks. You know, like they might not even win week 1, but you know, maybe next year.
Scotty said they were gonna win the Super Bowl. Remember on our test episode, Scotty was saying that they would win the Super Bowl. And we all laughed.
He also said Marner was going to get traded, but we won't go there.
It's not over yet.
No, he said in the offseason, I gave you the 2 people that will get traded in the offseason, and they did. Anyways.
Yeah, well, you're sucking the Leafs dick. Okay, yeah, go.
But no, that's it. And I think Vince Lombardi to Tom Brady in the next 10 years.
Okay, well, we missed. Okay, so you said Tom Brady. We missed it. You cut off a little bit frozen. For us. Just for us.
I said Tom Brady. Oh, nice goal. I said in the next 10 years, the Vince Lombardi trophy is going to be changed to Tom Brady. Under his name.
That's a hot take.
No, that's like saying Stanley's Cup is going to be Crosby's Cup. This is never going to happen. It's just never, ever.
It will.
Okay, what's the bet? 10
to 15 years.
I'm
dead in 10, 15 years.
I think it would have to be after he dies, if anything.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
Like, I don't see it changing, but it wouldn't change when he's alive. That's for sure. If it does change,
the older the name that's attached to the trophy, the better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just good.
Tom Brady has too many haters, so I don't think the NFL would do that.
They want to hold the Tom Brady trophy. What? That's not.
I would fucking hold that.
You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
It's just I don't even know who Lombardi is, and that makes it even better.
Vince, bro.
It even makes it even better, bro. It's like ancient fucking jewels. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's the king of the king, you know?
It's something, not 10 years, but maybe as he's like dying or dead, maybe in our lifetime we'll see it. But I think that's something that's they're gonna consider because he was so big for this sport for the last 15 years.
Bro, he's done better since he hit 35 than the majority of the teams out there. You know what I mean? Like he has like more Super Bowl appearances than any other team or something.
50%.
Like, you know, like since he was 35 and up, like it's fucking crazy.
Well, you know, he leads the entire Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise in touchdowns in the playoffs.
Holy
no kidding, bro. No kidding.
They won a Super Bowl before, and he still holds that record right now. He's played 3 playoff games.
Tom Brady is the LeBron James. He's the LeBron James. He's a coach. He's a captain. He's a manager. He's everything, bro. He's everything for a team
you ever want, dude.
Bro, and he's such a nice dude too. It just throws it right on top of everything, bro.
Are they taking it though? Are they gonna?
I was about to ask you boys.
I want Tom Brady to win because I'm gonna watch Patrick Mahomes for the next 15 years win Super Bowls. To me, it's not important for him to win one right now, but for Tom Brady and the storyline and the Bucks and the this and
good call.
Fuck, I want to see him. I want to see them win.
Yeah, because I'm sure we're gonna see Patrick Mahomes get minimum 2 to 3 rings,
bro. Unless his legs break tomorrow,
Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, no, forget about it. With the team that they have right now, Casey, and the way that they look, we know that they're gonna be there for the next 5 years.
Yeah. And I like Casey, I really do, but I want to see Tom Brady win another fucking ring. So
I just want to see him win without Bill Belichick, and everybody can just shove it because there's
they can already say that, dude. It's already done.
Yeah, there's a quote about LeBron James that I saw on Twitter. It was, if everybody would just stop hating on LeBron James and just enjoy the greatness that we're witnessing in sports, you know, everybody could just enjoy it a little bit more. And that's what it is with Tom Brady. Don't hate on him. Dude, he's doing things that nobody's ever done. Just enjoy the fact that we're alive for it, that we're watching it, that we're a part of it. Why would
that's the world we're in. You
know how
spoiled hate people who are on top. You know, the best of the best are hated the most unless it's your own fan base. And it's ridiculous. Like, you got to think, like, it sounds cheesy, but you're literally witnessing history.
Yep.
Or not just like history. This is probably not going to happen again for both like what LeBron's doing, especially what Brady's doing. And then when you know, when you're looking at it, you walk in documentary, you're like, fuck, man. Yeah, I was the guy in the sign in the crowd that said, fuck Brady and stuff. I hated him. Like, why are you doing that, dude? Just respect it, man. You got to give credit where it's due. He's the best of the best.
For us as fans, like the whole my team thing and the whole thing, like I never bought into that. I love, like, for NHL example, I love the Habs. But bro, when I saw Jonathan Toews and Kane when they were going through that run when they were super young, bro, I was a fan of them. I was fucking watching their games. This is fucking amazing. This is it. Everybody's playing for us. First. They're playing for us. Like, so you're gonna hate on them? Like, it just doesn't make good sense.
That's it. Like, prime example. Like, I hate the Habs. I fucking hate them. I hate the fans. I hate the team. But you got to give credit where credit's due. They're fucking playing phenomenal this year. I think they're gonna be 1 or 2 in the division. So you can't just say just because you hate them, they're gonna be like, oh fuck them. They're not gonna be. No, they're gonna be up there. They have a good team.
That's what's annoying.
That's it.
Enjoy the ride for every team.
But the thing is, especially Leafs fans and Habs fans, they don't understand that. They're all fucking stupid. But they have the 2 of the biggest fan bases, so there's definitely idiots everywhere. I'm not one of them. I mean,
it's how you get into sports. You know what I mean? If you got introduced to hockey or you got introduced to football because of your hometown and you just started watching the Habs and you started watching, let's say, the Bills, and you're not even a football fan yet, and you just invest the first 7 years of your football fan career in one team, well, bro, it kind of blinds you to everything else. You don't really get to see it all. So,
that's the thing. Like, I see it all in hockey. Like, I love, like Jonathan Toews, and like Leafs didn't make the playoffs in 2010 and everything. I've always picked a team I wanted to go for when the Leafs didn't make it, of course, and they didn't make it. Chicago was always one of them, except for that year, obviously. Sundin went to Vancouver. I was rooting for Vancouver there, but no, you got to respect the game. You got to respect. You can't just hate on one player because he's so good and he outshined your favorite player. Like, you can't. How
many players are in the NFL as starters or in the NHL as starters, bro? So little. These are the greats. These are the greats.
I think for me the biggest problem is like people can't differentiate hating somebody and saying they suck. Like, those are you don't have to like him. Yeah. I'm like Matthews, let's say. I'm a Habs fan, whatever. I hate playing against this guy. He's a beast. I'm not going to say, oh, he's shit. Oh, LeBron sucks. There's so many better players. Who's better? You can argue Michael Jordan. Who else is better? Nobody. Okay, you don't like him. You can tell that as many times as you want. No one can change your mind. But you can't say he's bad. You can't say Brady sucks. You can't say Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady because people are still saying that after the weekend just passed.
And they were already starting.
Drew Brees.
Bro, they were already starting. Bro, they were already starting with the fucking. It was
that's a better conversation to have. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, because they're both in. Brady's been to the same NFC championship games as both of them. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. He's been there 1 year. Like, fuck, man. There's no denying he's the best ever. You cannot like him, but you can't say he's shit. That's my only problem when people say they're bad just because you don't like them. It's just not true.
Yeah, I guess it was a quote from Conor McGregor. Actually, it was a good one. I really liked. He wrote it on Twitter after. They're gonna hate you 1 week. They're gonna love you 1 week. They're gonna hate you the next. Just make sure you're getting paid both weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's it, bro. That's the same thing with Tom Brady.
The best.
This guy's getting paid and he's doing his thing. Either way, bro. So who gives a fuck?
Publicity is good publicity. That's what they say.
Who gives a fuck about some guy on Twitter saying that Tom Brady sucks? He's got like 4 followers and he's just like, he sucks. Like, bro, shut up.
Fuck, dude. I love it.
And just like everything that goes into professional sports too, these players, everything that goes into their skill, bro, forget about their skill. Take away their skill and just everything that they put in the back end, bro, in your company, in your business, that would be the number 1 guy. You would love that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, why are you going to do it?
That's it. That's your boy.
That's it. But let's say
everyone going for the Bucks. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm going for the Bucks 100%. I'm going for the Bucks.
But you think they're gonna win, or you want them to win, or both? That's a big difference.
I think Casey's gonna win. I think Casey's gonna win. I think there's nothing here that can stop. Mahomes, the Mahomes thing, the train. He's going and he's not stopping. It's just sick.
So mind's telling you KC, heart's telling you Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheer for the Bucks because, like I said, I just want to see Tom Brady win another thing. If I could see him win the next 3, if he's gonna play the next 3 years, if I could see him win all 3 years, why not? It's over. Yeah. The Brady era is over. Let's see him win out. Bye.
I would like Brady to win, but then again, I think Casey's pulling it out. But I'm open. I'm really going to be happy for either team because I would like to see a back-to-back or Brady win. So I'm open.
Yeah, back-to-back Mahomes or Brady going 70% in Super Bowls.
It's fantastic.
Either way. So, I think Bucks pull it out, man. I think they have the defense to do it. Brady's the most clutch player in the history of sports, so I'm here for it. I'm ready. But either way, I'll be happy, I think, with the result because my Bills didn't make it, but we're not going to get into that.
We won't get into it.
It'll be good. We can discuss it next week before Super Bowl.
That's it. So, like I always say, I know you're sick of hearing it. Follow us on all socials at OTL Pod, except for Twitter, podcast_OTL.
Why?
Next Twitch stream goes live Wednesday at 8 p.m. If you're not there, I hate you. We're giving away, it looks like Wired Wednesdays. We're just giving away shit. Brad's having I'm having a couple of drinks. I'm smoking a cigar. Next thing you know, I'm screaming at the chat. We're giving away stuff. So be there or be square. Thanks for everybody who listened today, this week. All the listeners, all the Twitch followers, guys. We love it. We're trying to get to 60 Twitch followers to become affiliate or 50 Twitch followers. Still the giveaway is still the same. 60 Twitch followers. Every $100 donate another T in the giveaway. So come on, follow us. I know there's people who listen to this podcast that don't follow us, and I'm mad at you. So go through, follow us on Twitch, and just have yourself a wonderful week. And thanks again for Victor coming on. Hopefully we get that regular going, talk NBA, give Punk someone to talk to. And thanks for everybody tuning in. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
Peace out, boys.
Later, boys and girls.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.